was between the ages of 12 and 15 years old, I used to prostitute on the streets of Portland and some streets in Seattle and Tacoma. My mom was an alcoholic, a schizophrenic, and she was abusive. I would leave, I would run away, I'd get placed into a foster home. I would run, or sometimes they didn't have placements for foster children, and we were what we called throwaway kids. And they'd give us vouchers to the street shelter in downtown Portland. I was in love with this guy, or so I thought, and he invited me back to a hotel room where there was another guy present who was a well-known pimp, and I did not know this, and was lured into prostitution. He inspected me like a piece of raw meat, stood me there and circled me. I mean, literally every inch of my skin was inspected by this guy to make sure that I was clean. And that's what they do. They inspect you, and that's what you are to them, as a piece of property, like a slave on a slab. I was 12 years old at that time. We would go out in the mornings and work all day long, turning trick after trick on 82nd Avenue, and meet back at the hotel room where we would give our money to our pimps and get high, drunk, loaded, whatever we needed to do, maybe have something to eat, and turn around and do it again the next day. One of the biggest things that kind of makes me sick to this day was a lot of the Johns knew that I was underage. A lot of them would ask me how old I was, and I would be honest with them and tell them how old I was, and they continue to want to turn the trick. I think my biggest issue with that today would be to know that there's guys that are out there, and that's sick. The police officers that do go out there and that are busting girls are arresting the girls, and they're arresting the wrong person. They're arresting the victim. Do I believe that the system probably failed me and failed others? Yes, I believe that. I was 15 and I'd been raped, I'd been molested, I'd been forced to do acts and things that I didn't want to do, and I think I just got old enough, or at least I'd been out there long enough, that I decided I didn't want that for my life anymore. I wanted to be normal. I wanted to have a normal life. I wanted to go to a normal high school. I wanted to be a normal kid. Where I'm at today, I live in a house, I'm married with no kids, and have a wonderful husband and have really good friends, and have 3 dogs and 2 cats, and I'm living a normal life, and I'm taking it one day at a time. My past will never go away. My past is always going to be there, and it's something that I deal with every single day. I've been in therapy since I was 12 years old, and I think some of the problems that street life has given me has been some more psychological than physical. You're never going to have 100%. I'm never going to be 100%. You know, that was never an option for my life. I never want my scars to hide or to be hidden. I never want my tattoos to be hidden. I don't think any girl who's ever gone through what I've been through should have to hide who she was. I don't want my scars to define who I am. I want my scars to help define who I was.